Peace. You know. Um, let's see. See what I got. We're gonna start real shortly, y'all. See what I got going on. And we should be live. Let's see. Let me check. All right, cool. I don't know. Mercury's in retrograde today. That seemed like a very important topic to pop off. Um, it was leading up to today. It didn't. It didn't. It led up to today. But it's at its apex today. But it's always a season when you're talking about when you're talking about events inside of the heavens or the stars or whatnot. It's always a season. Um, I mean, today was just so beautiful, man. I couldn't really pray for more. I couldn't. I'm pressing the wrong thing. Bet. This one's supposed to press. I bet. Yeah, today was beautiful. I couldn't pray for more. I mean, like old people say, you make a deal with the devil and still couldn't come out more better. But yeah, I mean, it's today was the energy was high. It was real peaceful. You know what I'm saying? I'm blessed. I'm always on the I don't know. I'm always on the up and up. You know what I'm saying? I'm always happy. Like Kat was asking me the other day, like, yo, like you always be smiling, like, yeah, because I'm happy. Like I'm not angry. Like I'm not mad. I remember being at a place in my life when I was confused, or I was angry, or I was mad. I'm not at none of those places now. I swear to God. Like I swear. I want this for everybody on the planet Earth. I got a good job, good life, good wife. I said good wife. That's deep. But like a good life, like a good. I'm operating from a place of love and peace and abundance, like wealth. Like I don't know. It's just so much love. Um, I don't know. And everywhere I go, I get love. And even with people who like look at me crazy, like yo, like I'm like, like you tripping, like ain't nothing but love, man. Like you tripping, you going out your way to do what for what? You know what I'm saying? And that breeze feel like I don't know, like a prophet. It's like whispering, like you know what I'm saying. That's a smooth breeze. It's my favorite time of the year. But yeah, love, man, love. I love the way the weather is. Like fall is a good time in South Carolina. It's a good time. It ain't too cold. It's a nice little breeze. Good fishing weather. In case you want to just go sit by the water, just take yourself out of there. You know what I'm saying? Um, but yeah, like I'm at a place of love, and I'm at a place where I found my like I know I found my calling. I just want to see how many callings I may have. Like I'm at that point now. I'm at that point where I'm just like, okay, well let's see what we can do. The title of the lecture says a lot. You know what I'm saying? I entitled it, getting to know your basically inner spiritual self. Very, very vital. Um, I think that, like, all right, I'm gonna tell you what I did. Okay, I ain't gonna tell you what you should do. I'm gonna tell you what I did. I went and got me. I left the link inside the description. I went and got me a natal chart done on myself. I went and got a natal chart done on one of my friends. I think you should get natal charts done on every single person you deal with. If you interact with that person or you gonna talk to them, you should get a natal chart done with them. You should get their natal chart done. What's your birthday? What's your time? What's your location? You know what I'm saying? Very crucial keys. And then realize like what house is in what house, how y'all communicate. Like one of my partners or whatever, we were sitting there talking or whatever, and I realized he a Gemini. Gemini is where my midheaven is. That's why we can never, you know what I'm saying? We can never, it always gonna be on some spiritual shit. It's always gonna be enlightenment. I'm like, all right, bet. You know what I'm saying? Like that makes sense. And like knowing what house somebody's in, like knowing first off, that natal chart is just the foundation. You know what I'm saying? Natal chart is just a foundation. Hmm. But yeah, peace. You know what I'm saying? Always be aware of your surroundings. But yeah, like natal chart is just a foundation of what we this thing that we call life or whatever. Getting to know it a little bit better. Just utilizing the basic things that we have right at our fingertips. The things that we can just utilize, right there. Like a lot of this stuff is free. You ain't gotta talk to nobody, pay $150 or $60 for a reading or whatever. A lot of this is just free, you know. Um, First thing I did was get a natal chart done. Like I left the link in the description, the natal chart, and you get the numerology chart done. There's compatibility charts, whether you clash, what number are you. The numerology chart was extremely accurate. Like it's crazy. Like my number is 33 or 333. Like, and it's crazy how threes all around me. You know what I'm saying? Like threes was all around me when I was born. I was born in room 342. You know what I'm saying? I weighed 9 pounds 6 ounces. You know what I'm saying? Um, I was born at 906, something like that. It's like 915, one of the two, 906 or 915. The room that my mother was in equal six. Then they said my spiritual path is five. I'm like, that's deep because I always ground myself in fours and fives, but primarily five. I had to choose a number out of 1 to 10. It's gonna be five. I'm always on like, okay, that right there and that right there and that right there. It need one in the middle. Like boom, five. Like it's a perfect number. One of the most perfect numbers. They say seven is perfection, but I'm not talking about how people look at it. I'm talking about how I view it. Like to me, five is perfect. You know what I'm saying? Plus the five actually looks like the symbol, the glyph for the number for the planet Saturn, which rules Capricorn. Um, anyway, that's either here or there. But I've been just studying myself. Study yourself as much as you can. If you got a rumbling in your stomach, what do? You just let your stomach rumble? No. You like, okay, what is that? Like, how can I? You know what I'm saying? Like, how can I fix and solve this problem? Mastering your own body. That's just the basics. You know what I'm saying? Mastering your own body. You know what I'm saying? Having somebody or somebody else to master it for you. Like having somebody sitting around telling you why your stomach is aching or hurting is not what's up. You need to sit there and lay in your bed. Let me lay this way. Let me see if my stomach still hurt when I do that. Like, oh, let me get up. Let me stretch. Let me move my arm, my head like this. If you're not doing those type of things, those type of exercises, you just laying there like, oh, I'm in pain. I'm just going, nah. You gotta do the same thing on a spiritual level. Thing at your mercy. Get you a tarot card reading done. And then do one on yourself. Buy you some tarot cards. What make them so special? What make you the guru of this shit? I understand some things I'm good at, some things I'm not good at. All right, cool. I wanna study all. I wanna study everything that got something to do with spirituality, and I want that thing ran on me. Those rooms. Stop saying that's dead. Like stop looking at spiritualism and racism. You can't. It's impossible for you to be spiritual and racist at the same time. Nah, you either spiritual or you just stuck on that lower vibration. That's some earth shit. That's some 1965. That's 1800. That's earth shit. And even that wasn't that long ago. And it didn't. Yeah, nah, that's some earth shit. Get up off of that. You know what I'm saying? Like even Bobby said, some of the baddest spiritual people we got walking on this planet, it ain't gonna be black. Like some of the most some a lot of the I was talking to a sister the other day. She was talking about I try to look for African American artists. I said that's good. I said, but you got to understand that a lot of information going Wicca is gonna be coming from people that don't look like you. Like get that in your head and stop looking like don't shun the knowledge just because it comes from somebody who don't look like you. You say you spiritual, right? Spiritualism doesn't work like that. It doesn't work how you the little purse you put it in. It doesn't fold. You can't contain that like that. If you do, you losing out. You losing 3/4 of your artists on the spiritual thing because we don't got a lot of spiritual books. On deep occultism, you losing like nine out of 10. On new age thinking and new age self-help books, you looking like 8 out of 10. So don't put yourself in a box and look around and say, why am I in a box? Don't do that. Don't spiritually cut your nose to spite your face. Don't do that. That's what you're doing when you do stuff like that. What else I was gonna say? Oh yeah, get as much that you can get done. Also do the Reiki. You could do Reiki on yourself. You could do Reiki on you get a Reiki massage done with other individuals or whatever. But yeah, do Reiki. Realize the Reiki trying to get the sweet spot. Yeah, all right, cool. But yeah, do the get a Reiki reading, you know, and get it from multiple people. Just like when I get some quoted for my job, I don't get one person's advice. No, I want multiple people to look at this and three different diagnoses. And if it's three different diagnoses, get a fourth one. You know what I'm saying? You know, that's the thing about spirituality. It don't come how you want it. And that's cool. It's perfectly fine. It don't come like that. But just know, like, yeah, like everything ain't gonna make the sense you wanted to make. It ain't. You know what I'm saying? But we got to study what we got going on as gods and goddesses and as spiritual people. Study all practices, Druidism, Wiccanism. Like, get your hands into that. Don't just do, oh, I'm a Moor. Oh, I'm a. We all of that. You all of that. No matter what race, creed in it, you all of that. Oh, I'm Celtic. What? It's some science in that Celtic shit. Ragnarok, there's some science in that. Them runes, yo, it's some science. Word. It's some science in that Scottish mythology. There's some science in that Baltic mythology. It's some know that, and then make the correlation between the other gods you already familiar. That Norse mythology. Like make the correlation so it can make sense to you. Know that this person represents Thuth and this person represents, whatever inside of your mythology, and make the correlation and see the correlation and make the correlation and do the science. Look at the division. Oh, that's over there. No, all of this is one. That's what you got to be doing. You got to be about that type of work. And that's the way you're going to be able to, take flight and go to that next level, because it's all about burning off different levels, going to higher and higher planes. But yeah, that's what you got to be doing. You got to be on that type of work. But get a tarot card reading, studying your body. Yeah, like studying, mastering self or whatever. Being being on time for your spiritual events. Being on time for what it is you deem as spiritually important. Don't be tardy to your own, you know what I'm saying? Shit. Don't be tardy to you graduating and not making it to the next level because you ain't want to walk across that spiritual stage. Like don't be lacking because you sitting there like trying to figure, oh, shall I do this? I'm gonna look crazy as hell. Who gives a damn? You are tapped into a frequency. When they tap into that same frequency, they gonna see what you see. They gonna be like, yeah, I get it. I see what you was trying to do. Yeah. Yeah, I see. Oh, that makes sense. Like I see the guys with the music, the phones walking around like going like this, and they swiping in the air and trying to like fight. They fighting spirits. They fighting spirits. That's what they doing. They fighting themselves and they fighting spirits that surround them. They ain't on that type, they on the wrong type of time. And the time the music you listen to definitely gonna define what type of spirit you got on you, what type of monkey you got on your back. You know what I'm saying? Watch what you spiritually close to. Watch who sit next to you. Who sit to the right of you? Who sit to the left of you? Who sit to the front of you? Who got their back towards you all the time? How you positioned inside the room? Is your face facing the door? Is it two exits out your room that you sleep in? What position you like laying in? Like lay in that position and look at the compass and see what direction you sleep in. See, my mama, remember mama was talking one time, and I was listening to a Bobby Hemmett lecture, and he made something to this effect. He said something about people, all the family beds lining up in one direction. And I'm like, he's like, that's where a family can stay on the same page. I'm like, so me and my mama went to every single room and realized every single room inside our house, all her children were feet were facing the same direction. Face was facing the same direction. The headboard was facing the same direction. We were in different rooms, but we all were orientated the same way. And us, me, Vicky, and my mama, we moved as a unit. Cicely's part of that unit as well. But we were there, like we were there. Like, but like I said, see, it's okay. How should I word this? It's a different there-ness. My mother was such a woman where she made a connection with all her kids individually. To me, that's make the greatest mother of all. Um, each one of us felt like we had a special bond and a special piece for her, and that's beautiful. You know what I'm saying? I strive to have a wife like that one day that can make my children feel and move and operate from that place of love. But yeah, all of our beds were facing the same direction. I found that crazy. I'm like, wow, that's crazy. Um, Make sure all of your beds. I mean, you don't have to, but I like my head to be facing east. Like my headboard, my top of my head to be facing east. That's how I like to do it. Then when I pray, I like to pray east. That's how I like to do it. And then when that's deep because you swipe left or swipe right when you on a dating site. That's going to the west. That means you dying. You swipe this way, it's going to the east. I mean, you living, you giving like, that's deep. And it's green. That's deep. Like it's a new beginning. That's heavy. You know, it's a new beginning out here. But yeah, I mean, like watch what people eat when they come around you. Watch the noises that people make when they hang around you. Watch the things they call out to. Those aren't just symbols for them, it's symbols for you. Like if you with somebody to say, look at that bird. Somebody sent the message to them for them to recognize the bird because you weren't paying attention. And they tapped them and said, tap this motherfucker right quick. I got something I want to tell. And you looked over at the bird and boom, a message came. That's what birds symbolize, messages. The darker colored the bird, the more deeper the message. Black birds are not bad birds. Ancient wisdom. Dark don't mean bad. It don't equate. Gotta stop looking at it from a musical standpoint or a evil versus light type standpoint. These are different polarities and different energies. And that's how you got to look at that. And from a spiritual world, you got to look at it like that. These are different energies. That's all. It's not like one is right and one is wrong, one is good, one is bad. Nah, it's just the way it is. Let me see what else I want to touch on because I'm doing a brief overview. Now I can go in further detail when I do parts 2 and 3. It's just one. It's actually one of my first times going live. So I wanted to see the live feature, and I had some Jews that were just on me, and I had to release them. You know what I'm saying? I know somebody gonna, you know what I'm saying, eat that up. And yeah, I got information, a lot of information I just really want to share. You know, when you get at a certain space, my supervisor told me this one time. She said, when you get at a certain space, James, it's nothing else more you can buy. Like you got everything you want. You got every car you want. You go to the dealership and just get what you want. You go, you like, I want to go to Italy, and you go. Like you just go. You know what I'm saying? It's just a matter like, oh, I gotta set the ticket up, I got to call the jet, I got to call the pilot, we gotta make sure gas is in there, we gotta make sure that the yacht's fueled up. What are we gonna eat? Is it cheese or crackers this time? Is it cheese and crackers? Oh yeah, that'd be great. What, honey, what type of wine do you want with the cheese? Oh, the Pinot goes better with the sour cheese. You know what I'm saying? Like they making those decisions. They ain't come from a place of, oh, I don't have, or how we gonna do that, or how we gonna get that, or we got the plan. No, they got it. They come from a place of when we gonna do it, when we gonna execute. Do that in your life. Think like that in your life. Think like, I ain't saying like be irrational and all that type of shit, but nah, do that in your life. But anyway, she was telling me that James, now that I got everything I could possibly want, every shoe I could ever want. I said, nah, I just worry about other people. I worry about trying to help other people because I know they don't have. Like I worry about, she said, when I go shopping, I don't even go shopping for myself. I go shopping for other people. I said, wow, that's a beautiful breeze right there too. But yeah, I was like, wow, that's deep. Find people that know that everybody ain't on that level and willing to say, you know what, I want to help other people out. I do. I want to be there. I want to help them move forward. I want to help them graduate. And like I tell you something that's real beautiful. I recently did a charitable event. And charity is like crack, man. You feel so goddamn good. You feel so damn good when you giving back to other people genuinely from the heart and not wanting nothing in return. I mean, I give a lot of charity. It's just I give it to people in my neighborhood in my own way. But this was a charitable event where it was a for the children. And man, I loved it. I loved it, man. It really changed me. It really made me say, yo, I could do this more often. Plus, it wasn't nothing to me. I mean, what's 2 hours out of my day? I could have spent that 2 hours on a Saturday morning doing whatever. I chose to stand at a park in the sun, hand out hot dogs and chips, and then as I was doing it, it was like a charge that was coming over me. Like I was getting charged the hell up. The more the kids came over there, and the more they was over there talking to me, and it was like a charge. Like I couldn't hold the energy. I was like, oh my god, like this is almost too intense. Like I was getting charged. I left. I felt like I'm like, yep, got to do that more. Got to do that more. Oh yeah. And plus, I'm at a point in my life where I just want to give back, whether it's to kids, whether it's to elderly, whether it's to anybody. I'm at that point where I just want to give back. I just want to see how I can help. Like I'm at that point, I'm in that problem solving stage in my life, understanding, wisdom. Like I just want to help. I'm like, all right, cool. Did that help? Like, all right, cool. I like I was in the grocery store earlier today, and the guy was like, grits. You know what the grits said? I didn't say I don't fucking work here because that happened to me all the time. I was like, I tried to help him. I was like, aisle 7. He was like, thank you, sir. And he walked off. I went to aisle 7. I could just shot him a fucking line and kept it moving. I went to aisle 7. So ain't no grits over here. So I went and looked. And it was like on aisle 11, 12 or 11. And I saw him going to the wrong aisle. And by the time he asked somebody to actually do work there, I was like, nah, it's on 11. The guy was like, yeah, it is. I was like, all right, bet. And, it was 4 people involved at that time. But by the time he got to the aisle he needed to, I said, you gonna get your grits. He smiled. He said, yeah. I said, all right then. And I guess I look like somebody who knows something because everywhere I go, I went Home Depot, Lowe's. People always assume I work there. I'm like, okay. I mean, I always try to help. I always try to help. It was like that when I was like younger, when I was at City of Columbia. People assumed that I was the person in control. It was in authority. People always come to me with their things to unload or to reload or to capsulate. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I don't shun that. I like that. Like, all right, cool. Like, and I actually assume a role. Like, almost when somebody start talking to me like they like about their problems, I almost like in my mind, I become the psychiatrist. I get calm, like, and what do you think you should do? Like that type of thing. Now, is that the best decision? Like, and I'll be like, damn, shocked at some of the shit I say. I'm like, that ain't like I ain't gonna say that ain't me, but that portion of myself is not most active, relatively active all the damn time. I need to take my own advice sometimes. I'm like, but I don't know. But study yourself. That's what I be doing. I study my own thinking. Like, why you think that? Why'd you eat that? Why why do you want that? Why are you craving it right now? What connections in your mind is that to that made you say pizza? What clicked in your head and made you say, I want Domino's Day? Was it the 10 commercials that came across, or was it the girl Sasha you talked to earlier and she reminds you of sausage? Her name? I mean, make the correlation. Only you know why your mind work and tick the way it do. Take that information and study yourself. Study your thoughts. Like, why did I think that? That girl gonna get kidnapped. Why did kidnap come to my mind? Okay, have I been watching CSI? Like, religiously, every night I've been going to sleep, that's why these negative ass thoughts come from. I notice I don't think a whole lot of negative ass thoughts because I don't watch a whole lot of negative kill, murder, suicide, kidnap, stabbing shit. It was this girl I used to work with or whatever. Young, beautiful girl. We was just talking. Random shit came out of her mouth. You know what she told me? She said, I me and my boyfriend be arguing, and you know what? I could kill him. I said, say that again. I could just kill him. I just mean like, metaphorically, well, right? She's like, no, I could kill him. I said, okay. The investigator in me kicked in. How would you kill him? Let's hear this right here. How would you go about killing him? Well, first I'll stab him. I planned this before. I said, And everything she was saying was something she probably saw in some episode somewhere. And she just put his face and their situation to that reality, like true crimes or whatever. I'm like. And now she plays this over and over. Whenever he makes her angry, she plays this over in her fucking mind. Does he know he laying next to somebody who has the potential to actually, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. I don't know if he does. I don't know if he does. But God bless the brother. You know what I'm saying? Hope he don't be careful how he talk to shorty. You know what I'm saying? But all that really come from her just watching murder all the fucking time. That's where that really stems from. Her watching murder repeatedly, and not in her mind she has to murder. She has to murder. Like murder is an option. Like in my mind, murder ain't an option. Like it's a reality for some people, but it ain't an option. It ain't something like kill. Like no, kill. No. I don't even think about fighting. I don't think about shooting. Like I'm not saying I'm not green. Like I'm walking around like la da 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 like horses. No, I'm not. I'm not naive to how real and how gangster it can get out here. You know what I'm saying? I know how to get into that mode. Like, what's up? What we doing? Like, what's up, bro? Yeah, you good? Like, I know how to get into that. Ain't nothing. But I also know it's a part of me that doesn't need that to survive. Like, if I live like this, of course I put my ice grill on. Of course, I would have to just to survive. So I wouldn't be eaten alive. But if I'm out here in a peaceful setting, sitting out here like trying to be tough and provide, like trying to what you doing? Like everybody be looking like you on a different type of time we on. Like if I'm in the middle of a festival with grown people and kids out there, I'm out there. You on a different type of time, man. You tripping. Your mind frame you need to lighten up, man. You need to go. Hey, shorty, hey, go take care of him. Make sure he okay. Check him out. Somebody give him some burgers. Hey, you hungry? You all right? People say, actually, there's something wrong with you. Like they looking at you, hold on, he's going through something. You know what I'm saying? Let me try to figure it out. Old people be sitting there staring at you. They trying to figure out what's making you act like this. They trying to. I wonder what's on that young man's mind. You know what I'm saying? Um, but I digress, man. You know, it's a beautiful digress. But I'm gonna end it on that. Get you all the tarot cards reading. Get you as many readings as you possibly can. You need to have a book on yourself. It's all said and done. You need to have a book on yourself and what it is you like and what you don't like and what you got going on, and know yourself. Why do I hate peanut butter? Nah, you need to know that. Like, do I really hate it? Retaste the things you think you don't like and analyze what you don't like about it. Is it because it's the color red and it's not? Is it because I eat by colors? I found out there's a couple people do. They like colors. They eat. Oh, I like purple. I like to eat purple. I like to eat orange. Study these things about yourself. Like I said, it's part one. You know what I'm saying? Peace and blessings. You know what I'm saying to all. And hey, hope it was a good bill. I hope you took something from it. If you learned one thing, I'm Gucci. I'm cool with that. You ain't learned that? Cool. That's what it is. You ain't paid nothing for it. It ain't a big deal. It shouldn't be. Play like a turtle and let that roll off your back. All right. But until we meet again, peace.